Right. Women, they don't have any self-control or emotional, intelligence like they like to talk about. Mm-hmm. But go ahead. And they don't make proper judgment calls.
Yeah, no reasoning skill.
Hell no. No reasoning skill. They don't resort to counsel. Yeah. Nothing. They just act off emotions, man.
So if a man is moving off of that spectrum of how he deals in the world,
right?
We know that man can't be trusted in times of affliction or adversity. You understand? And we're gonna see what Job's wife's solution was when she was going through this with her husband.
Man.
Go ahead.
Job 2:7. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown.
Yep.
And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes.
So he sat down, because what a man is gonna do when he's brought to a lower state, he's gonna look in the mirror, he's gonna consider his ways, he's gonna think, okay, man, how do I fix this? How did I even get in this situation?
Right.
How do I need to move going forward? What's the mindset I should have? So when he sat down, he was having an upright man's thoughts.
Yeah.
Yep.
He even talks about it in the chapter following. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why Scripture says in Proverbs, commune with thine own heart. And that's why the Lord has us in the house of mourning than the house of feasting. Because when you're in the house of mourning, all right, that's what causes you to reflect, man.
Then said,
a woman when she's put in that, when a woman's put in that situation, they don't sit still. Especially women today. If something wrong is going on in their life, they run to social media. They just want to talk. You know what I mean? They can't sit still and actually think about, okay, on the spiritual side, how do I need to move right now?
Right. Oh, man. Then said his wife unto him, doest thou still?
Dost thou still retain thy integrity?
Dost thou, then said his wife unto him, doest thou still retain thine integrity? Curse the Most High and die.
So her solution was to just give up, be rebellious towards the Lord, and die. Not to endure to the end so that he might be saved. That wasn't her solution. Her solution was something complete opposite of what the Lord wants.
Satanic.
Okay, Continue on.
Verse 10, Job 2:10, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh.
So now
what?
He called her silly thought process
woman,
out.
like it, right?
All right, which is what a man is going to do. He sees somebody on some bullshit. Hey, nigga, you tripping. So he called her out on that mindset. And then what did he say?
He said, what shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall not receive evil?
And he explained to her that the Lord is balanced, that we're going to receive trials and tests. Okay? So he called her out, and he told her this is how the Lord operates, and this is what he wants.
Yep.
And then it's approved in the scriptures by the Lord. Go ahead.
And all this did not Job sin with his lips.
Now get Sirach 2 and 5. You can, you can do one and jump to 5. I just want to get it quick. That's all good.
This is Sirach 2 and 5. I'll start at verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Be patient like Job was when you changed to a lower state. Go ahead.
It says, verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
If you want to be an acceptable man, we've been talking this whole lesson about fame, and niggas want to be accepted. Maybe they'll accept me.
Right.
If you want to be an acceptable man, a man that has, upright reputation, name attached to him.
No, you good.
A polished person.
A polished person. There you go. What did the scripture say you should do?
It says, verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
So when you're put in that furnace of adversity, there's a particular way that you should operate, which a feminine spirit isn't going to operate in an upright manner when the Lord sends adversity.
Which they weren't created to.
Yeah.
That's why they're liking us to the weaker vessel, man. And that's the purpose of the men. That's why this truth is really about, right, restoration of the men. That's why the Lord said in Ezekiel, the 34th chapter, for the flock of my pasture are men.
Right.
And if you women, if y'all want to be right in the sight of Yahweh Shema Shah, you got to get in order, man. You got to put off the ways of this world. Romans, the 12th chapter. Be renewed, right, in the inward man. Don't be conformed to the ways and patterns of this world.
Get Jeremiah 3. Salaki.
I'm gonna get this real quick.
Okay, kind.
Proverbs 25:4. Take away the dross from the silver, and there shall come forth a vessel for the finer. The finer is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take the dross from the silver, now what it says in NLT, remove the impurities from the silver, and the sterling will be ready for the silversmith.
Yeah.
So the shit that men go through in the spirit is being purified through the spirit from the hell we catching, being made for the finer. The finer is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
So so all these impurities and shit, while all the shit we going through, we being cleansed of the impurities, man.
Yeah.
That was it.
So, brother, there go that nigga again.
Damn.
Beer belly.
Yeah.
That shit.
So, catching hell and adversity, for a lot of brothers, it removed that mama's boy out of you. Because now that you have this knowledge that's been given unto you, and you catching hell, you're forced to operate in a masculine way, because the Lord said this is how you're supposed to move. So now you have to practice being a man. Once you get this knowledge, He forces that on us. So us catching hell is really be a man. The same way we you like, hey, you come with me today. You ain't kicking it with your mama.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, you gonna learn how to all that crying
Pump
shit.
gas,
leave it.
whatever. Yeah, you gonna pump
whatever
gas.
it is.
Yeah, whatever it may be.
That's how the Lord is fixing His sons up to be little versions of Himself.
Damn, I just had that precept.
All right, because when you talk about that gold being tried in the furnace of adversity, when you burn gold of its impurities, you know you're done when you can see your reflection in it.
Boy.
So the Lord's burning out our impurities until He sees His reflection in us. Simply put, man.
So he's burning out. Wow. You got it.
That's spiritual. Hey, you mentioned about it being burned. You know, you put it like in a cauldron or whatnot, and then whenever that gold is being refined, all the slag and the sloth, it floats up to the top. And that's spiritual, because whenever the Lord puts us in the fire, He shows us our filth. Then He gives us an option. Okay, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gonna keep it? You gonna move it out?
Yeah.
So that's important. So as we're in that fire, the Lord, as we're in that fire, the Lord, He brings up, all those impurities, and He shows it to us, man.
Yeah. Now you mentioned earlier that a woman, you gonna be in the truth, you gotta follow the order. The women gotta do the same thing we're doing, in the sense that we're forwarding the will of our husband.
Right.
What our husband wants, we check. Okay, what he needs right now. Okay, and we're pushing that forward. The women are supposed to be the same way. The brothers, sisters, if you got a man that's in his truth, or the wives, he's not requiring anything of you that the Lord don't require of us. We're likened unto His. You got Jeremiah 3?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're likened unto His wife, right?
Jeremiah 3:14. It says, "Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you."
Lord is married unto us. Okay? So what is the purpose of our lives? We mentioned it earlier. Fear God and keep His commandments. But it's the whole duty of man. Our purpose is to fear Him and follow His instructions. So what's yours? Because we know the hierarchy of the family mentioned in Corinthians.